I talk a lot about monitors on this channel. From gaming monitors to productivity monitors, I talk about them all. This monitor doesn't seem that interesting, however. On paper, it's just a Full HD 24-inch office display. Nothing special, nothing we haven't seen before. But if you notice, there's a little bit of a reverse notch up here. And that's because this monitor has a webcam built into it. Let's check it out because Viewsonic sponsored this video. They sponsored me to check out the Viewsonic VG2440V, which has that built-in monitor webcam going on. And also because they wanted me to tell you about their new product shopping website page that you can check out. Tomorrow is 11/11 and you know what that means? Great deals and great sales. Well, if you head over to Viewsonic's page, you can find a plethora of different monitors, displays, and projectors on discount tomorrow at 11/11 to compete with, well, everyone else. You can get up to 30% discount on a bunch of different displays and stuff, and I mean, snagging yourself a deal, that's always fun to have. So, the Viewsonic VG2440V, let's get into it. The design and build quality of this is nice. Nothing special, but definitely good enough for the office. It is built reasonably well. It looks pretty sleek with pretty respectably sleek lines, and the build quality and assembly, fit and finish is quite good. It's all plastic unfortunately, but apart from that, it's all good. Nice. In terms of the menu and setup, it's really easy. Putting the stand together was literally one thumb screw and freaking base here, and then you hooking the monitor onto the monitor arm. Really a easy, super manageable process that anyone can do very quick. The menu is also very easy to navigate, very easy to control. The stand, however, is an excellent thing. It's way better than really anything else in this monitor. It is super ergonomic. You've got your swivel, you've got your tilt, you've got your pan, you've got your height adjust, and of course it can rotate 90 degrees. This is really important for an office monitor, mind you. Ergonomics is #1 for people working long hours at a desk, typing away to feed their families. Ergonomics is essential. It keeps the neck feeling good, it keeps your back feeling good, it keeps your workers feeling comfortable and not hurting themselves from sitting at a desk and typing too long. For someone who is deciding the right gear for their office, that is super important. For you, the private personal consumer, if you're buying a monitor like this, having good ergonomics is important to protect you from your work from home setup as well. The I/O is also very practical, perfect for an office monitor. We've got a VGA port, a display port, and an HDMI port, which is all the display type ports that you really need. We've got a USB Type B port to plug in the webcam on here, and also to plug in the USB hub that's built in here. And we've got a total of 3 USB Type A ports that are USB 3.0 certified. These ports are, well, part of a hub, so you can plug in a bunch of different accessories, be it a mouse or a keyboard, or a thumb drive or an SD card reader, whatever you want, you can plug into these USB Type A ports. We've got 2 on the left here and 1 on the back, so that you can kind of hide a wireless mouse dongle in the back and then have your mouse and keyboards and whatever on this side as well. Very easy, very nice, very practical so far. Perfect for an office setup. And the display itself is also actually pretty good. It only goes up to 250 nits unfortunately, but for office use that's more than enough. And it actually is quite decent to look at. We've got 104% sRGB coverage, which is definitely respectable, and with calibration I could get a delta E to below 2, which is good enough for basic color work. So if you're someone who, wants to type documents mostly and then maybe color grade your wedding photos or something, you can do this with a little bit of calibration. And also it's got great viewing angles of 178 degrees. After all, it is an IPS panel and it is very reasonably well balanced in terms of its saturation and color. It definitely looks pretty decent straight out the box. Nice. Okay, let's talk about its main feature right now, and of course it's the webcam that's built in at the top here. It's flanked by 2 stereo microphones that allow you to record sound, and well, I don't really need to talk about how I feel about it. I'm just gonna play you the video clip and you can determine for yourself and tell me in the comments whether you like or dislike what you hear and you see. How does the webcam sound? How does the webcam look? 1080p Full HD camera, I think looks pretty respectable here. We've got the webcam cover so we can go, now you see me, now you don't, now you see me, now you don't. Pretty cool. And also it tilts up and down so you don't have to tilt the whole screen to get that. Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, what do you think about it? Tell me in the comments. I want to know how you feel about this webcam. For me, I think it's more than enough for Zoom calls, Skype calls, and even a wireless interview. It's definitely sufficient. You definitely get good enough clarity, and there are also very nice features to this webcam as well. You've got a slight privacy cover, so you can hide the image and hide the camera, which is good for privacy, obviously. It can tilt up and down, so you don't have to tilt the whole screen just to tilt the webcam, which might be an issue because you have your screen tilt one way, and then you can have your webcam tilt the other way, and have things balanced out really nicely without having to sacrifice on ergonomics, which is good. And well, the webcam itself is Full HD 1080p if you're wondering. So yes, Viewsonic managed to put a webcam into a display that's 1080p before Apple even managed to do it with their $4,000 MacBooks. Yes, I know the latest MacBooks finally have a 1080p webcam, but goddamn it, Apple, took them long enough. Good job for Viewsonic here, they actually put it in 1080p. Thumbs up. So then you might be asking, what is the price of this monitor going for? Well, this monitor goes for 399 Singapore dollars currently on Viewsonic's own website. It'll probably go on sale tomorrow with 11/11 sale, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. It might be a little bit pricey if you think about it, but it is a 1080p monitor plus a 1080p webcam and a USB hub built into it, integrated all into one very nice sleek package. Not to mention, it also has a very nice stand that you definitely don't need to replace with any sort of aftermarket table stand or anything. You can just use the stand that it comes with, which is going to save you cost. So if you bought like a 1080p monitor and then you mounted it on your own VESA arm and then bought a separate 1080p webcam and then you bought a separate USB hub, it'll probably add up to very similar to the price of this whole thing, and that is nice because it's all integrated into one spot, making it easier to set up, making it easier to cable manage, making it easier to deal with and shop for, which is definitely nice to have. But I think beyond just for the average consumer, this monitor makes a lot of sense for a corporate environment, for say an IT technician to just equip an office with. Let's say you are equipping an entire IT lab or an entire office or an entire school with, well, monitors that have webcams on it. You could just buy separate webcams and mount it onto separate monitors and have a messy setup. You have cables hanging down, the webcam won't be securely attached, so if someone bumps into it, it might fall off the monitor and drop onto the table and break. It might disconnect randomly because it's separate devices and not all integrated into one spot. This, on the other hand, is all in one piece. The webcam is built in, so no one can knock it off by accident or attach it by accident. Everything is just integrated together and into a nice, neat package. And for someone who's working with many different computers and providing tech support for those computers, I think it makes a lot of sense if the products they use are as idiot-proof and as foolproof as possible. And this definitely helps you add webcams to whatever setup you need while keeping it as clean, neat, compact, simple, and integrated as possible, which is definitely a nice to have. And yes, for the consumer work from home, this is definitely a pretty decent solution for people who are trying to get work done. But I just wanted to bring up that corporate, large-scale tech support example because it came to my head and it was a bit of an epiphany and it's fun to think about. And well, if we don't keep on thinking and exploring our ideas, then what's the point of living? Either way though, the VG2440V is definitely interesting. And if you want to spice up your work from home setup and upgrade a few things here and there, monitor and webcam included, you can definitely check it out since it'll be on sale tomorrow on it for 11/11. So check out Viewsonic's website, it'll be linked in the description below. Either way though, thank you guys so much for watching. My computer died today, so I actually have to edit this video on my laptop. My head is on fire, it's 6 AM, I have not slept, I feel like dying. So if you appreciate my work, please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed it for sure. Thank you to Viewsonic once again for sponsoring this video. Once again, check out their website because they've got a bunch of deals there, and well, they got a bunch of cool stuff to shop for on their website as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, adios.